Anthony Show.
102.7 WNEW.
Ram Jam. Black Betty. Classic jocks with classic rock.
Great.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show in the New York area. 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, 866-277-4WOW. Give us a call, okay? In the studio, Jim Norton and Colin Quinn stopping by to say
Colin.
Hey.
How you been, man?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
And I had to introduce Norton to the porn star outside the studio.
You know, you got to reintroduce him.
Reintroduce?
It's something you'd never, ever think you'd have to say to somebody.
Well, sometimes when you have to reintroduce someone, you have to remind them how that person knows the person.
Yeah, but it's usually something like, you might remember her from the Christmas party last year. Or, you remember we bumped into you at the game that we saw the other day. No, Norton had to be reminded that this was the woman that put an ice cube in her balloon knot, and Norton ate it out of her balloon knot. And it's like, oh, no, hey, Norton, you remember this girl? Remember you went to the back door and sucked a ice cube out? Yeah. Oh, yeah, hey, how you doing?
Hey, long time no see.
Shaved, too, not the ice cube, the balloon knot.
Right. All shaved. Nice, hairless.
But instead of doing that type of fun radio, we're going to let the lobster loose today, guys.
Oh!
What do you say? What do you say?
What? You know, I'm not from Buffalo. I never lived up there.
Dude,
never worked up there.
You gotta, well, all right. There's a guy like this in every single city, though.
I understand that.
It's really, really bad radio.
And that bit, I didn't get it. I heard
Anthony,
this promo.
It's called Let the Lobster Loose.
I heard it. I heard
you
that
promoted all morning. You get people psyched.
And I thought it was a contest or something, maybe. I thought it was something. And then all of a sudden he just plays an old
Steve Martin clip.
Yeah. About a lobster getting out of a tank and it's running around, I guess, and he's saying,
get the butter.
Get the butter. Get the lemon. It's loose. Uh-oh, watch out, everybody. Yeah. And that was it.
But that then signifies that the weekend is upon us.
Oh!
Because now the lobster's loose.
All
now
right.
We're gonna get Xanorific out there.
Well, now it makes sense.
Goose chills.
Zany wacky horn. Okay. Oh, now it makes sense. Good.
Sure.
You know when that's funny? When you let the lobster loose and 30 seconds later there's a girl yelling, "Help! The lobster has his claws and he's gripping my C." That's when it's funny. Is that cervix or?
Yeah, cervix.
Credit card.
Damien, what's up?
I don't know. I just can't understand that, like, Americans in other parts of this country are that stupid that they could listen to this brain fodder and think it's funny. Like, are the brain stems cut off when they were babies?
Yeah, something.
Like, it just makes no sense.
Well,
then I'm like, does anyone listen to this?
Well, the only saving grace for shows like that, they still force them to play, the moldy oldie classic rock. So they figure, okay, they're not going to wreck the station too bad because we'll let him banter and do his little Let the Lobster Loose thing, and then he'll have to intro and hit the post with that god awful Boston song.
Yeah, Boston.
So if you have to still play music on your show, you stink.
Basically, I'd rather listen to, like, bowel movements. Honestly.
It's called evolution. Look into it. I mean, everyone starts in the radio business playing a little tunes and doing their wacky banter in between their weather checks, time checks, Anthony, right? Time and weather. And then eventually you evolve, hopefully, into some type of a talk show.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're better to listen to than Richard Jenny all day. All right.
Dude, I'm going to talk up the Boston song.
Hit the post.
All right, thank you, Davey. Bye. You're right over there, Ed?
Oh, yeah. Scorch.
You seem bothered.
No.
No?
Scorch is on the phone.
Okay. Scorch, what's up?
I want to talk up the Boston rap if I can.
Hey, what's up, man?
Scorch, do you still have to play music on your show? And
we are down in the Kingdom of Nakedness to probably 2 songs an hour.
Oh, see, it's called evolution.
There's no question about it. I got to tell you something, and I'm not just stroking you guys for no reason, but it's certainly, the way it's going certainly has a lot to do with you guys.
Oh, really? Oh, we're having an influence on people out there, are we?
Yeah, I would say so. I read an article, one of those radio trade papers, and it said something about how hot talk is the new thing. And then it said, think of Opie and Anthony on WNEW New York.
Ah, there you go. Look at that.
So, yeah, and it's true. There's no question about it.
And we talk to Scorch every so often, so now you're kind of using that and getting less music on your show, The Kingdom of Naked.
And instead of enjoying that fine Boston song, we'll waste the time talking to Scorch for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much.
So you have replaced one of those classic rock songs for us. Thank you, Scorch.
That's very touching. Thank you, guys.
Scorch?
Yeah.
Isn't this the big weekend for you?
Here it is.
There's one of these guys in every city in America doing this. Scorch. Scorch has got this one in Syracuse. Scorch, why don't you tell the fine folks what you're doing for the next, 3 or 4 days?
3 or 4 days. Starting Friday, I go into a trailer, which is called a marathon for meals. This time I'm going for a ton of food a day, which is, it's a good thing. You know, I sleep in a trailer. I live in a trailer. I don't shower, which is not that bad of a deal because I don't shower anyway, even when I'm at home.
Yeah.
And we just basically out there just as a conscious effort to kind of soften my these people.
What? Your phone's crapping out.
I know, my phone's crapping out. I said soften my outward appearance to these people. These people think I'm harsh, so I have to...
Scorch. Let me help you out a little bit. You're basically broadcasting until you fill the trailer with food, right?
No, not this time. This time...
you're not doing that bit this year?
No, in the past, that's how we've done it. But this time we are doing it just a ton a day. They don't want me out there for 4 days, for more than 4 days.
So what if you don't raise a ton of food? I'm not even concerned about that. Will they just humiliate you in public? That would be funny to listen to.
Right.
That won't even happen.
No.
That won't even happen. Actually, I'm sending you guys a tape of some of the stuff on the show because some of the stuff I think you would find kind of humorous as well.
Why don't you run it by us, Scorch?
What's that?
Why don't you run some of this by us?
No, just stuff that, it's not like bit-driven. Just
douche dressing?
Just things that have happened on although Brainless Bush or Pussy was pretty funny. I had two,
What?
Brainless Bush or Pussy. I had two people with brain injuries playing Bush or Pussy last week, which is kind of funny.
Where it's Bush or a cat?
Well, yeah, it's a Bush or a cat, yes.
Right.
And two people with brain injuries playing that head-to-head was kind of funny.
That's something there, Scorch.
So stuff like that. We're going to do at the Marathon for Meals, one of the handicapped kids, I think, is going to do the Wheelie of Fortune.
The Wheelie of Fortune.
Which is where he will pop a wheelie in his wheelchair, and he will stay doing that wheelie, and we're going to take some sort of donation thing as to how long he can stay doing a wheelie or something. I don't know. We're going to figure out something.
How do you do a Wheelie of Fortune? How do you do a Wheelie of Fortune in a wheelchair? I don't get it.
Well, it has to do with him doing a wheelie in the wheelchair.
Okay, and then where does it go from there?
We're not quite sure. We're either going to do something where it's going to be he's going to be either spinning himself around at some point or pushing himself. Some sort of distance thing when it comes to his wheelie.
Why don't you have him do like an Evel Knievel and try to jump 4 lanes of traffic?
I think that's how we got in the wheelchair to begin with, man.
During rush hour.
That's how we got there to begin with.
Or how about this? Whoever donates the most money gets to push him into a pit of crushed glass.
Someone's suggesting Juicer Dressing 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, there you go. That could work, too.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right, Scorch.
So that's about the way that goes. But let me say thanks to all my peeps in Massachusetts and all my people. I get so much response for being on your show from California and from Houston and from Washington and
people
Philadelphia.
Love Scorch. They love Scorch. They love Gary Goldstein.
So I just want to. He's dead, man. He ain't no longer around. But I want to say thanks to everybody.
But no program director's calling you to get you the hell out of Syracuse, huh?
No, but we're going to work on that starting next week, guys, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we're trying.
Yeah, so I'm going to get, I want you to have we had this one guy call us up a couple weeks ago. Said it was a day that Rose McGowan was on with, what's-his-face over there.
All right.
Okay, and this guy thought that he had my news girl thinking that he was talking to Rose McGowan, and it was actually very funny radio. And yeah, hey, that was good, thank you. And so that's a guy. I want to send you some of that kind of stuff because it was actually very funny. It's not like radio funny. It was just funny.
Hey, Scorch, do you let the lobster loose in Syracuse?
That's funny. What's that mean? Is that some inside thing you guys ain't telling me about?
Some lame bit from Buffalo.
Speaking of which, a girl named that works with me now used to work with you, Opie, in Buffalo.
What's her name?
Her name would be Marty. How do you know her last name?
Marty.
Marty, she's a news girl for our new...
Great. Say hi to Marty.
I will. She asked me all about you. Did you do nights there and she did afternoons or middays or something like that?
No, I don't remember any Martys.
Maybe she didn't go by that name then.
I have no idea.
But anyway, she told me to say hey.
Smoke weed every day. All right, Scorch, thank you.
Hey, it's happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and thanks again for talking to us.
All right, there he goes. Our buddy, our pal Scorch. We're trying to get him out of Syracuse, and so far it's not working. So where did you be working? All right, Scorch.
Okay, hey, Scorch1.com. The chat rooms are up and running, by the way.
The site's up?
Scorch1.com, the Kingdom of Nakedness. The site is almost fully active right now. We got the chat rooms working, and it'll be complete by the middle of next week.
What's up with Colin Quinn? You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Go ahead, say what you're thinking.
Kingdom of Nakedness. Oh, the whole browser shakes when you go there.
His show is called The Kingdom of Nakedness.
Are you naked? Look, it says, are you naked? On top.
It's totally nude radio, Colin.
Home and chat.
I can smell the acid wash.
I like it. I like that shaking browser thing.
Isn't that nice, huh?
Chat room's up and running.
All right, Scorchy.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Have a good holiday, guys.
All right. There he goes.
It just flashes, are you naked?
Better be.
He's too much.
Now, we should have played the Boston song there. Oh, brother. All right, let's go to our buddy Gary here. Gary, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Sorry I haven't called you.
That's all right.
I just wanted to say, I may be off the topic, but with the games...
Oh, yeah, video games.
I swear, the computer game that's worse for me, Red Faction.
Oh, you play the Red Faction?
Oh, my God, I played it like 10 straight hours. And then with the PlayStation, what was it, Parasite Eve.
Oh, yeah?
That's a little,
Well, it says on the screen that you can help Anthony. You got over your addiction somehow.
Yep, I did.
Yeah? How did you do it?
Well, when I was playing my PlayStation, you know how, Anthony, when you get up to the final level in video games, your heart starts to beat and your hands start to, sweat?
Sure there, Gary.
Yeah. Well, when that happened, I was so close to beating the game, I lost. I grabbed my PlayStation, how do you say, just threw it against the wall.
Yeah, a little violence.
Nice.
That's good.
So I said, that's it. I'm not going to play in video games. I packed them up, brought them out. Now I play them like once an hour.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
Opie take you to that Islander game yet?
I'm not going to get into it. Because I know what happens when I get into it.
I'll take you to an Islander game.
All right.
All right.
I didn't want to get into it because I didn't want you to, get angry again.
No, I'm not going to get angry. I'm going to take you to that Islander game.
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right, bro.
All right, see you.
Peace. There he goes, Gary.
Fine young man.
I've never seen Islander.
I'll take him to the game.
Who is he?
Huh? He's 11 years old there, Colin Quinn.
Really?
And he calls in.
Take him to the Pull a Poundstone concert.
I would have appreciated that.
Carolina for 2 weeks.
That would be good. Wouldn't that be good?
All right. I guess we got to move on. Paul from Center Reach writes, we're talking about the video game stuff. I almost tapped a lady out of my way on the highway, just like in NASCAR Thunder 2002 for the PlayStation 2.
Leave a donut on their
Because
door.
we're talking about how it starts to get a little too real, and you feel like you're playing the game when you're not.
Yeah.
And then Eva from Cleveland. By the way, there is a porn Tetris game.
Porn Tetris?
The blocks are now porn stars, and if you match them together correctly, they moan and act out the position.
Lovely.
That is fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't want to be a whore. I just wanted to do it normal.
Normal plug.
Normal plug.
I had to, only because we're going tonight to Governor's in Medford at 8 o'clock. I'll be with Awful Rich Voss and Disgraceful Mike DiNicola. And then we're going to stop by and watch Anthony like 90% of everybody else in Long Island.
Oh, that's going to be fun tonight. We're at Sergeant Pepper's over there in East Northport.
But your gig is
Jericho Turnpike.
That's later on.
That's later on. Yeah, you could catch. What time's your show at Governor's?
8 p.m.
8? Oh, absolutely. You go 8 o'clock. You see you guys, and then you guys come over to Sergeant Pepper's there in East Northport on Jericho Turnpike. We're going to have a lot of people down there. It's going to be a jam fest. We got real bands coming down that we're just going to everyone is going to get up on stage and start playing.
That's from going from Medford to East Northport. That's like, Paris to Milan.
It is. If you take the Concorde, you can get there real fast. Isn't it? It's like one end of Long Island to the other. Medford. Despicable little town, Norton.
Awful. Hey, Colin, it's the worst. Can you do your Hillary line? I know I'm like totally, doing what you shouldn't do in comedy, but he's got a great Hillary Clinton line.
What's that?
I like Anthony. What's that?
I know.
What's that?
The setup is horrible. I know. I understand that.
No, just that Hillary is about as sincere as a lap dance.
Yeah, that's it. That sums it up right there, doesn't it? All right, we're going to take a break, Anthony. We have the porno star. What is the porno star doing today? Is she doing the shave bush for bush thing?
Doing whatever we want.
Obviously.
Hopefully having a cold beverage.
Do you want to do the ice cream thing again?
No, that just kind of, it popped out actually, and it landed in my hand, and I put it in my mouth. It just kind of happened. I didn't plan on that happening.
The greatest improvisation happens that way.
I know. He's explaining like, it was really no big deal, I thought it fell on the floor, but it didn't really. So I
wouldn't have how Monty Python got started. I think Eric Idle.
Hey, Colin, you playing Caroline's?
Yeah.
You're too polite to plug, aren't you?
I'm playing there this weekend. No, I have too much false humility to plug. I'm there this weekend with our horrible man, Norton.
Oh, Norton, you're playing Caroline's too?
Working together, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to work it into the Medford thing, but apparently he didn't. He left it up to me to whore myself.
Or yourself.
So we're there all weekend, yeah.
But we like that because then you're all uncomfortable and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, President Reagan is calling in next.
Yes, he is. And I'm sure of President Reagan.
We'll be on the air next. Stay there.
Next Monday on the Opie and Anthony Show. Mommy, what would you do for Britney Spears tickets?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Lincoln Park, one step closer.
I didn't know you were singing for Lincoln Park, Opie. That first shut up, he says, sounds exactly like one of the shut up clips we have of Opie.
All right, you got me. In my spare time, I go on tour with the band.
Is that what you're doing?
I don't sing for them. I just do the shut up, and then I leave the stage.
We should do the exact comparison. Do we have the first shut up?
Yeah, all right, hold on.
Listen to this one and then you. That's it.
Shut up!
Wow.
Rock.
How about that?
All right. We're here. It's the O&A Show. We got Jim Norton in the studio, Colin Quinn in the studio.
It's technically a Friday.
Yeah.
You realize that.
Sure, why not?
Technically.
Anthony, before we get to Reagan, who should be calling any minute now, right?
I see him. He's on hold there. There's an empty phone line. It says Ronald Reagan on there.
Well, that's really his nurse, and
is that what it is?
Getting him. So, yeah, technically we got the phone on hold, but they're still trying to track him down.
Right.
All right. You know how we talk about the unlucky lottery?
The unlucky lottery,
You want to explain the unlucky lottery to Colin Quinn?
Yeah, this is kind of like something happens to you. The odds of it happening are the same odds as winning the lottery and winning millions and setting yourself up for life. Only it's the other end. It's the unlucky lottery where the same odds are in place, but it's for something awful happening to you, and yet it happened anyway. The unlucky lottery.
Unlucky lottery. Instead of winning the $1 million, you're dead because of something stupid happening.
1 in a million.
You have
shot.
to die?
Well, usually death or some kind of horrid way to live out your life.
Could you end up in Medford at 8 o'clock tonight?
For the Jim Norton Show?
The unlucky lottery. Being Jim Norton, right.
At Governor's? We had the unlucky lottery yesterday, Anthony. Which one was that?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, the jet ski guy.
Jet ski guy.
Listen to this one, Colin.
55 miles an hour. He's on his jet ski out in the water, really buzzing. His friend goes to check his speed with a radar gun. He grabs the gun, looks back. His friend's not on the jet ski. He's off of it. They go up there. He's dead. His friend's dead. Seems he was hit in the head at 55 miles an hour by a duck. by a 15-pound mallard that they said might as well have been a cinder block at that speed. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds, Colin? You better odds winning lotto, but no, he didn't win lotto. He won a duck to his head.
Right.
A duck with anthrax.
Yeah. That would be even worse.
And then we had all the stupid jokes like, why didn't he duck? What was the other one that someone came up with? His
friend yelled, pull.
Pull! So we have another unlucky lottery winner here today.
Yeah, this one involving a cross 7-year-old French girl.
Cross kills girl 7 at brother's grave. What are the odds of this happening to you? A 7-year-old French girl died after being crushed by a cross that fell from a tombstone as she and her family visited her brother's grave. The stone cross fell from an old tomb, hitting the girl whose brother died as a baby 8 years ago in the stomach. Her parents took her to a doctor who sent her to a hospital. She died Monday of the injuries.
Sue Jesus.
The couple in their 30s were taking flowers to decorate their baby's grave with their daughter and a second son who is 11. What are the odds that happens to you, Colin?
See, that's an example of two things that we've talked about on the show. That, first, there is no God, and secondly, the unlucky lottery thing that we talk about. If there was a God, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, Colin just spilled coffee all over himself and the console.
It was just it was the tragedy. It really got to me.
I never saw you do that while you were doing the news on SNL. You know?
No, that would have been too amusing.
Wow! Abusing yourself, always nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that poor little French girl. You know?
Yeah, see, it got you all flustered.
Yeah. Exactly. The image of a 7-year-old girl, French girl with a cross impaled on her, brought that combination of sexuality and religion in my childhood that spilled my coffee all over.
Cross was probably there hundreds of years.
It's at an old grave. In France, to be an old grave, it's got to be very old. That cross sitting there for a lot of years.
At that moment, the cross just decides, you know what, it's time to fall down.
Going to fall down on the poor little French girl. Once again, putting her in the whole image of Wile E. Coyote, sitting there, and that's it.
A lot of unopened presents under that tree this year.
Yeah, I guess so. Why are you smiling then? I love stories like that. God, another one less in the world.
All right, so
a French and a child. That's on both levels.
They're telling me that Reagan's almost ready.
Oh, he is?
They're preparing Reagan. Yes, he'll be on the show in about a minute or two.
Can you hold him off a little longer? I got to go take a leak. But I know I never do this in the middle of the show, but if I could just hold Reagan a little longer.
But, Ann, you never take a break during the show.
Hold Reagan off a little longer.
No, Ann, you usually...
I think I'll be right back.
You usually let the interns get your beer to Sam Adams.
Was the little girl a vampire?
It's very strange, Colin. Every time Reagan calls, for some reason, Ant needs to step out of the studio. I don't really understand it at all.
I think he's intimidated.
He's intimidated?
Yes.
Why?
By the former president?
Yes.
By Reagan's greatness?
Just the fact that Reagan is a former president. He's a very wise man.
Well, hopefully Anthony will make it back before Reagan hangs up, okay?
Use a lot of powder, Mommy. I don't want to get a rash.
Wait.
Hello.
Mr. Reagan.
Hello, my fellow Americans.
It's your pals Opie and Anthony. We got Jim Norton in the studio, Colin Quinn.
Hi, Mr. President.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, well, as long as that hack Voss isn't there.
Well, he's outside the studio, sir.
Yes.
We can bring him in if you'd like to talk to him as well.
No? Hello.
So what's going on?
Well, first I want to say I haven't spoken out about world events lately.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel I could make an informed decision until, I had all the facts. And also for the past 2 months, I thought I was a pumpkin. Hello? I'm a pumpkin, Mommy. Mommy, I'm a pumpkin.
No. Get him back on the phone.
You candy apple-shaped bitch. Nancy, with that big head, that huge head of hers, it's quite frightening. She's got that dead stare.
Yeah.
Lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Never put on a life jacket again. Nancy looks like a Steve Madden shoe commercial. Big ghastly head. I hear she's the favorite at the Thanksgiving Day parade. Big-headed First Lady.
She's going to be in the parade this year, huh?
Disgusting big head.
She looks like a Mardi Gras float, right?
Mardi Gras float head.
Yeah, okay.
It's unfortunate and quite scary, quite frankly. Well...
All right, again, your wife has a big head.
I want to say that I'm honored to learn that, well, an airport has been named after me.
Yeah, in Washington. Sure.
I've never been so proud to be Ronald Logan in my life.
That's
Ronald Dulles International.
No. You're naming other airports from other cities. No, Ronald
Sally
Reagan.
Kramer.
No, Sally Kramer.
Joe Dildo.
No, now you're stealing someone else's act, sir.
Well, I can't help it. My brain sits in my skull like a shrinky-dink, getting smaller by the day.
No, the airport's in Washington.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to lead. I was always a great leader. Yeah. I'd like to lead our country in prayer.
Okay.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm it. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. God bless Guatemala.
No, sorry.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down your dress.
Why would you want to see that?
Well, I was listening to yesterday's show, and you had that Brady kid on.
That would be Greg Brady.
Yeah. Yes, when he took a bullet for me.
No,
I was being assassinated.
No, that's another Brady.
Usually. What? Hello?
That's another Brady, sir.
What?
That's another Brady.
Who? Jim Brady was the middle one. He was quite the jumping with his big head in front of. Boy, if Nancy was there, she could have saved me. That big head. Jim Brady's head now looks like Linus from Peanuts. That big, lumpy. You know, I want to say...
Sir, he's a great American.
Osama bin Laden blew up the Lusitania and started the War of the Roses. He didn't... Well, count on Luke Skywalker blowing up the shuttle in the Bay of Pigs. God bless the Canary Islands.
Seems like you're a little confused, sir.
Who?
You seem a little confused.
Who does?
You.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes, you.
I hear Ronald Reagan's calling in.
No, you...
I hope I don't have to take a leak.
No, you're Ronald Reagan.
Hello? Yes, Mommy. Oh, I have to go. Mommy has to powder my behind.